So people who listen to the show come from a lot of different backgrounds. So anyone from like punk or hardcore is going to know what a booking agent does. But for those who wouldn't know, what does a booking agent do?
It's good that you asked that because many people confuse what I do and they'll go, oh, you manage bands.
Right.
Like Ron's a manager. Here, Ron, come here. And I'm like, no, completely different thing. As a booking agent, I'm hired to handle the arrangements of a band's tour, meaning that I will deal with clubs, promoters, and handle the arrangements of that show, be it like the money, working out a contract agreement between what they're going to get paid or what they're not going to get paid. And, and it could be a tour of 3 days, it could be a tour of 3 months, but I'm responsible for that. And that is it. I just deal with the booking of the show and the finances and the arrangements of it to what parameters the band works with.
If you want to have a good working relationship together, this matters to me. And also just like as a guy who has experience, here's what I think. But it also takes a lot of guts to take feedback and consider it. And really, instead of just being, oh, well, fuck it, that's just how I want to act. I I love that, and that's not just valuable from like a band perspective, but like a work perspective. Let me ask you a question that I'm I think I know, but I want to understand more. So how does it work? You've got the record label, you've got the band managers, and not all. Just for anyone who doesn't know, not all bands have managers, but let's in this case, it's like you got the record label, you got the band manager, you got the band. Where does the booking agent work fit within all of that, and who do you work with? Do you work with kind of everybody? Like,
It depends on the artist. It depends on the band. With some, uh, either I prefer like to just deal with a manager, and the manager tells me, "Hey, we want to go on this tour," or "Hey, we want to start looking for a tour," and everything goes from me to the manager. With other ones, it's like I have one band that the manager is just really chill, and he goes, "You know what? Anything that's not super important, you don't need to let me know. The band will let me know, but keep me in the loop on important stuff." So I deal day to day, usually with the artist. And hey, we got a choice of venue A, venue B in this city. What do you want to do? Instead of maybe the other band, I would talk to the manager. So it just depends on their arrangement. And with certain bands, because like the dynamic of the band might be a little flighty, I'm like, I'm just going to talk to your manager because that way I just talk to one person and I don't have. I prefer to either be to speak if they have a manager to speak to the manager, um, or if the band has one responsible person that makes sure everyone gets the message. I just like to speak to one rep for each artist, if possible. It cuts down on miscommunication, misunderstanding. But at the same time, I do let the bands know, hey man, if any of you guys have a specific question, you can call, you can email me. Like don't think that you can't, oh, that's Bob's job to talk to Ron. I can't speak to Ron. Like they know they can reach me.